There are many things, important things to you as an actor that you need to know that you won't learn in many acting classes. And one of them is how to properly prepare for an audition. I'm Louis DiBianco, a working actor with more than 40 years experience and 79 screen credits. What I'm teaching you each week are things that I have learned in the real world by actually doing this stuff. It's not theory, it's stuff that works. And it will help you to grow your talent and your career. If this is your first time on this channel, make sure to click subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. So, what kinds of things about how to prepare for an audition might you have not been told? Well, I'm sure you've been told that it's really important for you to have the entire script before you prepare for your audition, that you're at a disadvantage without it. I'm here to tell you that it's good to have the whole script, but that you do not need it. That everything you need is right on the page or pages of your sides. So why won't people tell you this stuff? Are they deliberately holding it back? They want you to fail? They're lying to you? No. It's because a lot of acting instruction has grown out of a tradition based on stage acting. And acting for the stage and for the camera are two totally different worlds. Also, auditioning is a totally different experience than actually acting the part once you've booked the role and are hired to play it in a production. So what I want to teach you are the things that only apply to auditions and auditions in today's world that embrace all of the realities that you're going to be faced with. What are those realities? Number one, many auditions are last minute. You won't have time to find the whole script. You might literally be given an audition notice at 6 p.m. and you're going to have it ready maybe that evening or by the latest the next day. Number two, many productions don't make entire scripts available. And number three, some productions go as far as to actually make their scripts top secret. They'll even change the name of the project, give it a completely fake name, just to protect their content so that none of it is revealed before it gets to air. In those cases, you're going to have to work only with your sides. And it's important for you to have the confidence to know that that's all you really need. That your sides can be your entire universe for the purposes of an audition for camera, and that you can do a brilliant job. So, a quick rundown of the big differences between a stage reality and a camera reality. Let's think of a play script, something that you're going to perform on stage, as a puzzle picture that's been already assembled. You have a puzzle box in front of you, and on the cover, the entire scenario is there. You see the whole story. Film, all you're given is, in your sides, a fragment of the puzzle, one piece of that puzzle. Also, when you get on set, you're going to be shooting fragments of the puzzle and not in order. On stage, you're going to perform from the beginning of the play to the middle, right to the end, in sequence, the way it happens in life. Not so in film. You get a role, maybe on day one, you shoot your death scene. On day two, you shoot your marriage scene. And on day three, you shoot your graduation from university. Totally out of sequence, individual pieces of the puzzle. So, let's take a look at how you can work with only those individual pieces of the puzzle and make any script and any lines your own quickly. This I will call instant access to any character. I'm going to tell you something now that may surprise you, and you'll say, come on, it's just too simple. It's too simplistic. You are everybody. You are already every single character that you'll ever be asked to play. How is that so? Well, according to Anthony Robbins, and I believe that he's right, every human being has the same human needs. He says we all have different desires and goals, but all human beings anywhere on the planet share universal needs, and he has broken them down into only 6. Those 6 human needs are the need for certainty, which is a need for some form of security in your life. A need for uncertainty. If you're driven by uncertainty, then you need a lot of variety. You like adventure, you're willing to take risks, and you love change. The need for significance. And this is the one we're going to focus on mostly in this lesson. The need for connection, which is to be in a strong love bond with one or more people. The need for growth and the need for contribution. Okay, how does it apply to your work as an actor or an actress? Let's say you are an actress and you're struggling, to make ends meet. You work sometimes, but in order to put food on the table, you work as a waitress. Last minute audition comes around, and the character you're reading for is a young woman who's a multimillionaire, successful entrepreneur who's built a cosmetics empire. First thing you think of is, wow, how do I begin to connect with that level of success? I've never experienced that. Maybe you'll be tempted to do an extensive character bio. Don't do it. Not necessary. If you look for the character in the externals of that person's life, that character is going to run farther and farther away from you. So we're going to look at the internal of that person's life, the inner world, because that's where the connection between you and any character lives. So let's say you're reading the scene and the woman is explaining how when she was young, she became a master at putting on makeup and making herself look beautiful as if she wasn't wearing makeup. And she became a kind of advisor and guru to all of her friends, and it made her feel so good. She got excited about this, and then she turned it into her life's work. We can say that that person is driven by a need for significance. What happened to her as a young person made her feel very significant. She wanted more of that, and it turned into massive success. I guarantee you that somewhere in your life experience, recently or even 5, 6, 10 years ago, you can find an experience, a moment, when something was said or done to you that made you feel so significant that you were 6 feet off the ground. Get in touch with that, and then just allow the emotion to surface. That's all you need, to have the feeling. When you have the feeling, speak the lines of your script, and you will begin to discover that they feel truthful in your mouth. You are meaning them. Remember how I end my videos? I always tell you to feel it, say it, mean it. This is how you do it. This is how you make any script your own. Now let's say you're a young man. You're happy-go-lucky, you're peaceful, you're kind, you wouldn't hurt a fly. And now you get an audition to play a really angry, violent young man who is a school shooter. He's going to murder 15 or 20 students and then kill himself. And you go, wow, I better get the whole script because I don't understand this person. You don't need the whole script. You read the scene and you discover that this character is relating just how strong and powerful he feels as he puts himself, as he gets dressed for this public assassination, and how he feels as he's loading his gun and holding it. He starts to feel really strong. And he even mentions in the scene his distaste for all of the people who look at him and call him a freak. And you realize, wow, this is a deeply hurt human being who feels very insignificant. He's been made to feel like an outsider, because only hurt people, by the way, hurt people. I'll say that again. Hurt people hurt people. So I guarantee you that as nice as you are, and the fact that you wouldn't harm anyone in your life, you have experienced at some point a hurt, a humiliation, a moment of strong disrespect, of being made to feel small and insignificant. Have the courage to find it. Bring it to life. Don't hold on to the actual moment of it. Just allow the emotion to come to the surface. And when the feeling is alive, speak the lines of your character. You'll begin to make them truthful, and you will mean them. You don't have to believe me. Just put this to the test, and you'll be amazed at how quickly you can access any character. The other thing to remember is that for an audition, what the camera loves is less in the words that you say than in the moment-to-moment reactions that you have to what the other person is saying and doing to you. And those reactions are reflected from your heart and your emotions into your face and your eyes. Find those moments. You will play them truthfully, and you can give a dynamite audition. Then, when you actually get the role, you have the time and the luxury. By all means, do all of that other research to flesh out the character's life. I'll repeat, you don't need it for the audition. So what I've just described to you is this. When you work like this, you look for your connection to the character in your inner world, not in your outer world, not in outer circumstances. You are forming a powerful bridge between you and a character that's foreign to you. And that bridge can be described in one word: empathy. Think of it as your empathy bridge to any character. Here are the images for you as an actress and for you as an actor. Your bridge to any character that's foreign to you is empathy. Let's do a quick review. Number one, you don't need an entire script to do a great, successful on-camera audition. Number two, everything that you need will be on the page or pages of your sides. And number three, don't search for the character in the externals of the character's life. Look internally for the human need that dominates and drives that character. In other words, form an empathy bridge. And number four, remember that camera acting is playing the individual piece of the puzzle, especially for your audition. If you've gotten value from this, by all means, leave your takeaway in the comments below. Share it with other people. And if you haven't subscribed already, do it now. And remember to give the video a thumbs up. If you want to learn more about giving dynamite auditions and booking great roles, look in the description below, click the link. It'll take you to the site where you can learn everything about my new online course, Self-Taping Mastery. As you know, self-taping is here to stay, and it requires new knowledge and new skills. And until the next video, always feel it, say it, mean it, and then you'll stand a much better chance to book it.